Oftentimes, I just sit and I ask myself, what is life? What is life truly all about? With all our bragado, our panache, our suave, our vibe, and the things that we do. What is life all about? And I sit here, I just start pondering that life is simply a decoration on paper. If you walk on the street and you see a plain sheet of paper, you don't pay attention to it because it means nothing. But when you walk on the street and you see something scribbled on the paper, your attention is drawn to that thing because you want to know what is scribbled in that paper. That's exactly what life is all about. Life is an empty, plain sheet. But with all our vibes, all our swipes, all our educational values, we make it more meaningful. But it's unfortunate how life can be so ephemeral. To sit here and be talking about the death of Dodo Mayana, Peter the Rock Rufai. These were the name given to him by no other person, the late legendary Ernest Okonkwo. When Ernest Okonkwo those days was running commentaries. Wow. You will love to listen to football commentary because Ernest Okonkwo was a commentator that had the best appendages and the titles that he's going to give the player. I recall as a little growing young man in 1988, Maro 88, Peter Rufai. Peter Rufai can only be compared to the likes of Nkono back in the days. He was a top goalkeeper. Even when you mentioned in Africa, you could liken him to the Peter Shilton then of England. Peter Rufai caught his teeth playing football when he started playing for stationery stores of Lagos, popularly known as the Adebayo Babes. And I could remember one remarkable feat in an intercontinental competition when he saved the penalty. Peter Rufai is always cool as a cucumber. The only goalkeeper in the history of Nigerian football that played at 2 World Cup for the first time in 1994 and 1998. In US 94, he played a formidable role. Even when Nigeria won the Nations Cup in 1994, he played a key role. Dodo Mayana is suddenly a late man. This guy is was so humble while he was alive. You will not even believe that this guy played for top club sides in Europe. I could still remember back then, he was among those players that were banned from playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Then we had Leti Kazovo being the NFF chairman then. They were banned because they reported to camp late and they were asked to go home. Him, Stephen Keshi, Brighton Mokaro, Eboigbe, and the likes of them. But Peter Rufai never allowed anything to hold him back. He left playing for Dragons of Benin Republic before cutting his teeth playing in Ivory Coast and later moved to Europe. He played in Portugal and also played in Belgium. Peter Rufai etched his name in the annals of Nigerian history because he was a remarkable goalkeeper, always calm as a cucumber. For us to be talking about the death of 2 players in a week is something that gives us a lot thought for concern. That whatever you do in life, you just have to remember that life is short, the time is short, it's ephemeral. We never know when death is going to come knocking. How can you describe a situation where Diogo Jota had his wedding 2 weeks back before his death? And on social media, he was posting, describing his wife as the love of his life, as the best thing that ever happened to him because she was his childhood lover. They have 3 beautiful children together. And after his long surgery, the medical experts say, look, guy, you don't need to fly. You need to go by ferry so that you have some form of stability and have an aid that will aid the healing process of the surgery that you had. And he decided to go by ferry, driving in his Lamborghini somebody would have just said, why did they have to drive? But this is it is. This is what it is. Because in life is so unpredictable. Here at Offside, we just want to say our condolence to the families of Rufai and Diogo Jota, who also lost his life alongside his kid brother Andre. May their gentle soul rest in peace until we part no more. Anyways, guys, on a lively mood, let us remember that whatever we do, we just know that we are here for a moment. Until then, keep it tight on Offside.